So if we weren't all already obsessed with Michael B. Jordan, we are now, right? I saw Sinners on opening night and whew, let's discuss. Sinners is the new action horror epic by Ryan Coogler. You may have heard of some of his work, like I'm not really sure, but maybe this little film called Black Panther, which is actually the highest grossing film by a black director of all time. Grossed about $1 billion. No big deal. Or maybe you've heard of some of his other films, Creed, Fruitvale Station, all starring MBJ. It's giving Marty Scorsese and Bobby De Niro. So, Sinners. Trying to leave their troubled lives behind, twin brothers return to their hometown to start again, only to discover that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. This film is really an excellent theatrical experience. This film clocks in at 137 minutes, and I don't think it felt long at all. I was captivated from the first frame of the film all the way to the final frame of the final post sort of during credit scene. You probably know by now, but there's like vampires in this film, and they appear about a third of the way through. They trickle in some light foreshadowing before that, but for the entire first act, I completely forgot I was watching a film about vampires. Normally, that would kind of piss me off, but in this film, I loved it. And it's because the world that Ryan Coogler creates is so stimulating and alive. The score of this film, next level. The production value, I mean, this was $90 million well spent. Period elements of Mississippi 1932 were all like encompassing. Like, I really felt like I was stepping back in time. Now, normally I talk about things that I liked in the movie and things I didn't like in the movie, but there's not much that I didn't like. I mean, I have a couple like personal taste critiques, which I'll get to eventually. For now, I'm just gonna like love fest on this movie for a little bit. The performances of this film were truly magnificent. Michael B. Jordan plays two twin brothers, Smoke and Stack, lovingly referred to as the Smokestack twins, and their characters are separated distinctly through the use of color. Smoke is highlighted in blue and Stack is highlighted in some reds. They are so similar to each other, yet they are wholly distinct, and that is the mark of an incredible actor. I literally walked out of this film and I was like, no, my God, Michael B. Jordan will be an Academy Award winning actor in his lifetime. I guarantee it. We all knew he could act before this, but this was just something completely next level. In this film, he displays deep character work to create these characters that were one half of the same coin, yet again they were so distinct. Their personalities had such different shades of each other, but you could really feel that they were very close besties and brothers and twins. It was truly something very magical to behold. I genuinely loved the experience of watching this performance. I thought the entire cast was really great, actually, especially newcomer Miles Catton just basically cemented himself as a Hollywood staple. Those vulnerable eyes and that voice. Holy that voice. This film is genre bending, new genre forming, and people will be dissecting this film for many years to come. There's so much story here. All of my senses were so dialed in. I felt like I was a light bright. Shout out 90s kids. All those little lights were lit up and they were like all in my head. I was just like devouring the shot composition, the complex plot points and the relationship dynamics, the score, the costumes, the lighting, every single aspect of this film. I just like really couldn't get enough of it. I felt like I just wanted to rewatch the film as I was watching it for the first time. Normally, I say I need to rewatch a film when I finish watching it and I'm like not blown away by the film the way that everybody else seems to be, and I'm like, I must have missed something, so I should watch it again. That's not how I mean it here. I need to rewatch this film because I just want to experience it again and pick up on all the little nuances that I probably missed with the first watch. And like, can you really give a better compliment than like, I want to watch this film again because I just want to experience it again. I want to live in this world one more time. Now, my critiques. I mean, this is all personal taste here, but there's a very, very unique scene in the film that you've probably heard people talking about. I'm not going to spoil what it is. And it's really cool and it totally fits with the message. But when it first started happening, I just kind of felt like it was like a little corny. It's just my personal taste. There's nothing wrong with a little corn. That's not to say that the message was not beautiful. It's just the beginning when it starts to unfold. I was like, oh, are we doing this? Okay. And then by the end, I was like, okay, I'm here for it. But again, in the beginning, I was a little bit like, the smutty nature of some of the dialogue for the most part was like super intriguing and sexy. And I was like so here for it. Why, yes, bad boy twin stack. Say it again. But a couple of the lines of the dialogue of the other characters ventured off into like slight cringe. Again, just personal taste. Maybe I was just being a little bashful. Also, for how well done everything is, there was a lot of story going on. I think Ryan Coogler and co do an incredible job at doing this level of story really, really well. For my personal taste, I could have done with probably like 10% less story. Just like 10%. But look, those are super nitpicky critiques. Overall, this film is sexy and powerful, and it is filmmaking at its best. I am so happy to see a studio greenlight this film. Such an original film. And like, to allow Coogler the chance at this wholly original IP, and the fact that he gets the rights back after 25 years, I mean, that's insane. I'm obsessed with that. Hollywood, do you hear me? Are you listening? Hello? Hello? Okay, come closer. More movies like Sinners. More movies like this. More filmmakers like Ryan Coogler. Okay? Do we have a deal? Promise? Great. I tried. Anyway, have you seen Sinners yet? You like kind of have to go see it immediately, okay? Leave a comment and let me know what you think, and make sure to subscribe so we can hang out and talk movies again soon. Happy movie watching.